Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have another European car here doing a diagnosis for. So, customer complaint is that, let me just read it 1 second. Says transmission not shifting properly. So this is a 2004 Mercedes C240. I already got the hotel connected, and I read codes, and I only have, I think it's like four. So let me just show you that the dashboard is, or the instrument cluster is really dim, so it's hard to even read what it says in there. But I like to run the car so I don't need to put a battery tender on it. So again, I have the hotel connected. Let me go back here to the auto scan. It's just going to be super fast because it only reads two modules. So let's just let it go. As you can see, just skips. And we know that this car has a shifter module. It has a key module, for the immobilizer, which I'm actually surprised that I cannot communicate. That doesn't mean that they're not working, but I get no communication with those. So I have already almost ready the Xentry computer to see if I get that same result with that one. So the only two modules that I'm going to be able to read is the motor electronics and the sequentronic automated manual transmission, which I guess it's the transmission, right? Another weird thing is I don't get any communication codes in either of those modules. The car just will go into first gear, it goes into reverse, and you can move the vehicle, but it will not shift. So it has two fault codes, one status, and let me see, it says fault is stored in the component N533 transmission control module. And then we have the sequentronic that says P220A and P2200. No description on that. So let's just identify, just to see what those codes means really quick. So 2004. Mercedes C240, and that's the one. Sometimes Identifix is not too good onto original codes that I gave it to. All data is a lot better. So the transmission does not move the car, or the transmission seems to slip at times. That's what, not the description of the code. It says if installing a used transmission or initial transmission is recommended that shift adaptations are reset. And it also says about the speed in between Y3, 6, and 2 and Y3, 6, and 3 is implausible. For those that don't know, that is a part of the conductor plate that says sensors. We got the P2208 in here. Well, yes, as you can see, it's not giving me any description. So let's go over to all data. It's always good to have different sources of information so you can C240 Formatic sedan. Is this a Formatic? Let me just double check that. No, it's not. I had the VIN number, so let me enter the VIN. So WDRF 6182 4A 5594. 466. Yeah, I couldn't find that one, but okay. So it is the same one that we found on Identifix. Let's see if we get any difference on code description in here. Yeah, all it says is speed comparison on those sensors, Y3, 6 and 2 and 3. So yeah, it's a brief description, but again, we only have two modules. That cannot be possible. Before I do that, let me make sure I save this, save all data, because this is going to be part of my diagnosis. Or for sorry for taking the time with you to do this, but it is what I need, right? Yes, usually put a short description, and I'm going to mail that to me. I can print directly from the tool, but I like to keep a record of what I do. So again, if I go over to control modules and select it, it's right here. So select electronic selector module, which I know exists on the car. We got no communications. Transmission, let's see what we got. If it's that the Sequentronic that is being called in there, a known version of control module. Yeah, that is definitely a weird situation going on in here. Probably because of the same thing, no communication. So those are the codes, and it's considered in the transmission a Sequentronic manual transmission. So that is weird. Let's see the ECU information and see what it reads. All right, so not so bad. So either way, let me connect the Xentry and we go from there. All right, guys, I got Xentry. At least it started. And I'm gonna use this to just read the VIN number out of it. Select it with the VIN number. So WDBRF 61J2. So I gotta stop the video because the microphone was picking up and making a sound that was very hard on my ear. All right, so we got the VIN. If I do the car, so it's from 2003 and up. It's a 2004, but let me double check the production date. 7.3. Hmm. So we can either from 9, so F3 up to 08 2003. And that is very important, at least when you are in the your ID in the vehicle. Let's do a quick test. Because I cannot condemn the car completely yet. As far as the selected module is here, see? So either I selected wrong or the scanner couldn't communicate with. Because now we have rear SAM, front SAM, everything. First time I cannot communicate completely with all the modules on OTEL, so I would probably try again, make sure that I select the right year, model. So we do have all the, I can print this. Let's see what we got. Let's see the codes in here. So we do have the same codes. The speed comparison between Y3, 6, and 2 and 3 is implausible, which is conductor plate. And it says also it's faulty or the sensor supply has a short circuit. All right, let's go back and more time. See what else we find. Signal acquisition actuation module from and the from SAM. And now this is not a no communication. Yeah, this is not important. Most likely the engine computer will be referring to the transmission as we saw before. This is definitely starting to sound as a conductor plate or oil on the connector in the transmission, which is a known issue of these cars. The faults are stored in the N15.3 transmission module. So we got the same codes that we saw before. Overhead panel. Let me see if there's anything that I want to see. No, nope, no, everything is fine. So, all right, one more time with the hotel. I'm gonna do it with you guys. So we make sure that I select the right stuff because it was weird. I've never had this issue with hotel. So no, we don't have a repair order yet. Yeah, that's the right big number. I have to A. I don't think I select the right one. So let's do a full diagnosis one more time. And this is very important to check the production date. I might have mistakenly used the other one since it's 2004. Thank you. The car is running. We got three codes on the transmission now. Okay, now we're communicating. So we got a stability program, airbags. That was the issue, guys. It was user error. Electronic selector module is fine, which was one of my hopes as far as, sometimes it's easy to fix that than conductor plate and harness, especially in a 2004. We don't know how that connector is and everything, but we'll see shortly. I will run all the scan and then get you guys back in the on the video, but this is pretty much the same thing. I would like to see just what that extra code that shows up in the transmission now, but everything else seems to be the same. Hi guys, just to share some information with you. This is how the ball body looks in those transmission, and this is what is called the conductor plate that holds the connector for a harness that goes up to the transmission module. And as you can see here, hopefully the numbers are coming okay on the camera. This is Y36N3 and Y36N2. So these are the two common speed sensors. As far as the code description shows, is either an open or short, or something wrong with this. And it's a common thing on this conductor plate to fail. All the uh, how can you say, like traces are built in. It's no actual harness. It's just, like a printed board. And I always recommend to replace the solenoids. As you can see, we have six solenoids, the Y3, 6, Y6, 5, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. So six solenoids that should be replaced always when you're doing this. Hopefully you guys can find it for your transmissions, and make sure that you replace the filter. And if you don't want to do a flush, which on 140, let me see the mileage. Yeah, 141,000 miles, and not knowing much history on repairs or maintenance on the car, I would just do a rain and fill. And you need like around 3.5 to 4 quarts. Always check the data card on the car. I can get that with Wix or Wix from Xentry as well, and make sure there is the right type of transmission module because it's different modules or and different models of transmissions. All right, guys. So this is just to share with you. All right. All right, guys. I also want to show you this. So this is with Ezra. That's the parts and wire diagrams, repair information. So in here, we're gonna enter the whole being of the car, which I have the report next to me, so I can collect information. WD BRF 61J. I'll put it J, yeah. J2 4A 559466, and then we click enter. And then on this page or screen, all we need to go is right here and select show data card. And the transmission is a 722-696. Hopefully you guys can see that in there. So, and that's all I need for this one. So it's a 722-696. And that's how I need to get the conductor plate and connector, filter, and all that stuff. All right, guys?